Quick warning before we start. This one's gonna sting. We're ranking the uncomfortable truths most people spend their whole lives running from. The stuff that's hard to hear, but quietly changes everything the moment it lands.
You have way less time than you think. Let's open with the one nobody wants to do the math on. If you're 25 and you see your parents twice a year and they live another 25 years, that's 50 more times you'll ever see them. 50. You could fit the rest of your time with them into a single room. We all act like we've got unlimited time, like there's always later. But later is a budget that's quietly shrinking every single day. This isn't here to scare you, it's here to wake you up. The clock is already running. Use that. I'm putting it right up top in S. You learn more from losing than winning. Winning feels incredible and it teaches you almost nothing. It just confirms what you already did. It's the losses, the rejections, the things that blew up right in your face that actually show you exactly where you're weak. Nobody wants to hear that their worst moments were the genuinely useful ones. But if you look back honestly, that's almost always where the real growth happened. So a loss isn't the opposite of progress. A lot of the time, it's the price of it. C tier. You'll never be fully understood, and that's fine. No matter how close you get to someone, nobody will ever fully see the world the way you see it from the inside. There's a part of your experience that just stays yours alone. It sounds lonely, and at first, it is. But it's also quietly freeing because it means you can stop demanding that everyone completely gets you. Let yourself feel understood in pieces by different people and make peace with the part that stays private. I'll set this one down in B. Your network opens doors, your skills never will. We love believing that pure skill and hard work are enough and that anything else is basically cheating. But the truth is, a huge amount of opportunity moves through relationships, not resumes. The brilliant person nobody knows loses to the decent person everybody trusts. It's uncomfortable for those of us who'd rather just do the work and be left alone. But people open the doors, and you can't really skip that part. That's another one for B. Chasing validation from strangers is a trap. The likes, the follower count, the approval of people you have never met and never will. It feels good for about 4 seconds, and then you immediately need the next hit. You're handing your entire sense of self-worth over to a scoreboard run by strangers who'll have forgotten you by tomorrow morning. It's low on the board because it's an easy fix the moment you actually see it. The only opinion of you that you have to live with every single day is your own. D tier. You can't outsource discipline. There's no app, no coach, no perfect system that does the hard part for you. You can buy the gym membership, the course, the fancy planner, but at some point it's just you, alone, actually having to do the thing you said you'd do. We keep shopping for a shortcut around discipline and there just isn't one. The good news though, it's a skill, not a personality trait, and you build it one kept promise at a time. I'm dropping this in B. You become the people you spend the most time with. You like to think you're your own person, fully self-made. But take an honest look at the 5 people you spend the most time with. Their habits, their ambition, their standards, even the way they talk. That's the direction you're being pulled, whether you notice it or not. You don't rise to your goals, you drift to the level of your circle. It's uncomfortable because it means some of the people you love might quietly be holding you back, and that you might have to make hard decisions about who gets your time. That's an S for me. People treat you how you allow them to. If someone keeps disrespecting you, talking over you, taking you for granted, part of that is on them. Sure. But part of it is the boundary you never actually set. People learn how to treat you from what you tolerate, not from what you say. You teach them every single time you let it slide. It's uncomfortable because it means the fix isn't sitting around waiting for them to change. It's you deciding what you will no longer accept. A tier. No one's coming to make you feel ready. You keep waiting for the moment you finally feel confident enough, prepared enough, ready enough to start. Here's the news flash. That feeling shows up after you start, not before. Confidence was never the thing that lets you act. It's the reward you get for acting scared and doing it anyway. Everyone you look up to began before they felt ready. They just never mentioned how terrified they were. So stop waiting on a feeling that only ever arrives on the other side of the leap. I'm calling this a solid A. You'll regret the chances you didn't take. People are terrified of failing, but ask anyone old enough to actually look back. And it's almost never the failures they regret. It's the things they never even tried. The risk they talked themselves out of, the message they never sent, the leap they kept postponing. Failure stings for about a week. What if haunts you for years. The math on this is lopsided, and deep down, you already know it. B tier.
You can't think your way out, only act your way out. You can plan, research, journal, and overthink a problem for months on end and stay in the exact same spot you started. Because thinking feels like progress, but it isn't motion. Most of the things you're stuck on right now won't be solved by another hour of analysis. They'll be solved by one imperfect action that finally gives you real information to work with. Clarity doesn't come from staring at the problem, it comes from doing something about it. B tier.